What's going on, world? This your girl Kiwi. Y'all know what we do, how we do it, and what day we do it on. This is Transparent Tuesdays. So let me start with the apology first. All right. I want to apologize to everyone for not, having Transparent Tuesdays last week. Now, there's a reason for that because I'm just really, I told you guys, like, if you've been paying attention, if this is your first time, you are following me on my journey to the stage. There's so much to this journey. Again, it's been 8 years since I've trained for stepping on the stage. I'm learning so much, not only about the sport, but I'm learning a lot about myself. I am not in my 30s anymore. I'm 40. 4 to be exact. And then on top of that, y'all, I am officially 154 pounds and 0.3. Okay, 154.3. Nah. I found that out on Friday, y'all. Let's just say on Saturday, I embraced being thick. I did. I looked myself in the mirror and I said, Kiwi, this is a part of the process. It's a part of the process. So let's enjoy this ride. Let's go all out. And I said, just call me Coach Thick. All right. So for now on, until I get in the stretch season, all right, y'all can just call me Coach Thick. All right. I don't know how big I'm gonna get. I have no idea. People keep asking, but when do you stop? I'm like, I don't, usually just to let you know, to break down competition training, you can bulk for as long as you want to. People bulk for years to gain as much muscle mass as they possibly can. The longer the better, to be honest with you. So in my case, that's the reason why we pushed my date back, because we were thinking June, July. But for me, it's no rush. Though I don't want to be doing this long term, I wanted to make sure that, one, I still keep myself healthy, therefore not putting my body through too much stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is stressful to a certain extent, but however, like, I'm still in great shape. Though my face is a little fat, like, I still am, my metabolism is still good. Like, everything is really, we're heading in a great direction. It's actually been feeling halfway decent. And it took me a minute to really just look at myself and smile because of the journey. When it comes to embracing something, I think this is the part that, in any journey, it's like, at what point do you just really embrace, where you're at and what you're doing? Again, I made the decision. I didn't necessarily know what it was going to look like. I didn't have an expectation. But then once you see it, you just like, oh shoot. And that's how it was for me. Like, once I finally started, I remember, like, if y'all remember in the beginning, I was like, but I'm losing weight and I just need to lose, gain weight. Like, I had a different mentality then, but now that I'm gaining weight, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm gaining weight. What's happening? So to be at this stage, it's like, Kiwi, I looked in the mirror, like, I was at the gym, I had a great workout, and I just looked like, you doing the work, and I need you to remember, like, what you doing this for. And it's crazy because I want y'all to think about it. Like, 2 weeks ago, when I had this conversation, I was like, you got to remember what you're doing this for. And even that's the process. Like, you could say it all day. You could say it all day. It sounds real good, but it's not until you truly embrace it, like, mentally and physically, that you really are okay with what's about to take place, like, or what is taking place. And at that moment, I was like, man, you've been putting in work. You've been eating all your food. You've been in the gym. You training hard. You being disciplined. You doing all these things. That's why you're big. It wasn't like, oh my God, like, that's why you're big. It's just the same way, vice versa. If I would have got big a certain way, I have to embrace the fact, like, you did this to yourself. Like, you did this, and now it's up to you to do what's necessary to get to where you want to be. And it's the same whether it's good or bad. Even though I'm intentionally doing this, I'm like, you're doing this to be, like, do you get it yet? Do you get it yet? For 2 weeks, I'm like, do you get it yet? And finally, I'm like, yeah, I get it. And though I still adjust my shirts every once in a while, like, I'm looking like those shoulders is because you eating the way you need to be. You know what I'm saying? That back is because you working out as hard as you possibly can. That chest is popping out because you putting in the work. So embracing, and I again, y'all, I don't know, I'm on this journey with God, just enjoying the process the best way I can. It is uncomfortable, but I know I'm here, y'all. I'm here for every last one of y'all that last week was like, where's Transparent Tuesdays? Every last one of y'all that's like, saying, Coach, I love watching you because you lead by example. Like, I did something last week, because, okay, and I've said this before, and I want to briefly say this again, especially if you're new to this or you haven't heard it. These last 2 years have been one of the hardest, I would say, mentally hard months for me because I felt like a failure. And it's different from failing. Like, I failed many times in my life and I got right back up and went at it. I remember, one of the biggest, like, losing the championship game. It was like, all right, we lost the game, and I know after that we were all bummed out, didn't talk, everybody, but when it was time to get back to work, that was our motivation. But this time around, when I failed, I had looked at, I did this, and that. I did all the right things, and it still didn't. It's not just, I didn't just fail, I'm a failure. And that changed my mindset in so many different ways, y'all. And maybe somebody else feels like that. Like, it ain't like you feel like you've done everything that you can do. You've done your best. You put the effort in, and you still didn't get what you felt like you should have got out the deal. And it doesn't mean that you did it perfectly. It just means, like, you know how it is. Like, you put in work. You tried your hardest. You gave your all. You made sacrifices. You did all of this. And you still, and that was, for me, it was like, man, so to be at this season of my life that literally I'm like, this is an opportunity for me to see me at a place of getting over the obstacles of looking at myself as a failure. This is the opportunity for me personally to say you can do all things through Christ. And somebody like said this, like, it ain't that, listen, let me say this. Every last one of us can do. Like the word says that we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. But the question is, will we? Because if everybody can do all things through Christ, then everybody would be doing all things. But the reason that people don't, because they're not willing to do what's necessary or not willing to do what God has for them. Because it doesn't just take knowing God. It takes faith. It takes work. It takes discipline. It takes sacrifice. It takes all of these things. And God says, I know that it feels like you fail. I know you feel like a failure. But let me show you something. Let me remind you of why you've come this far. And I didn't bring you this far to only go this far. Because I know you're willing to do all things that I have in store for you. So I know, get up off the floor, G.O.D. said. Get up off the floor and show them what you're made of. And looking in the mirror these days, I say that because for so long, for a year and some change, y'all, I was looking in the mirror, looking at a failure. And when I looked in the mirror the other day, not only did I see Coach Thick, but I seen the willingness to become the best version of myself. I saw, I didn't see the failure. I saw the overcomer. I seen the fighter. I seen the beast. I seen the resilient nature that I have. I seen the integrity that I carry. I seen the purpose, y'all. I seen all the things that a situation, a circumstance, a season can make you forget. And it's okay, because it takes moments like that, or moments like this, in my case, to remind me who the F I am. You know what I'm saying? Just call me Coach Thick. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to say that to you. I know some of you all, when you look in the mirror, you may not be saying all the greatest things to yourself. You may not see all the greatest things that you want to see of yourself. I'm going to tell you, just like God has told every last one of you, you can do all things through Christ. However, there is a but. Are you willing? Are you willing? And in this case, it's like you take something just as small as stepping on the stage and say, are you willing to be Coach Thick for a little bit? Are you willing to make the sacrifices? Are you willing to be disciplined? Are you willing? So you can have all the things that God has planned for you. But it's not just about saying it. It's not just about reading it. Faith without works. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you are wondering, like, why are you at the place that you at, I need you to start looking at certain things a little differently and embracing some things that may be uncomfortable. Some things that, you got to do. And again, y'all, I know y'all watching this like we supposed to be watching your journey to the stage. This is part of it. I'm telling you, like, stepping on the stage is a mind F. Like, if you don't know what that, okay? And and most things that we go through in life, it starts up here. So the workouts and all that, that's the easy part. But if I can't get my mind set on what it's going to take for me to step on the stage, I'll never make it. So what y'all getting is the first part of it. How am I getting my mind to the place that when it really gets hard, because this part ain't even the hard part, y'all. Watch till y'all see. The hard part ain't now. Trust and believe. This the easy part. So getting my mind where it needs to be truly locked into this journey that I'm about to go on, and be able to truly be resilient, to truly fight, to overcome, to battle when I'm tired, to eat when I don't want to starve when I need some food. Like, come on, y'all. So as much as, even for me, y'all watching this, like, I just want to see the videos. And even me, I was like, I just want to show them the videos. God, like, no, they need to see your mind set first. How you set your mind to do what they about to see you do. And part of that is embracing not only that I can do all things, but that I will. And when I see myself as the success that I'm becoming, that I see myself on stage, that I see all the little pieces, whether they broken, whether they together, whether they big, whether they small, that it plays a part in the overall picture, y'all. So y'all ride on this journey with me, y'all. I appreciate y'all love. We gonna have some fun. I promise you, y'all ride this ride with me. But I'm pretty sure that some of you all are having your own journey, and I hope and I pray for every last one of y'all that watch, that something I'm giving you is helping you set your mind to where it needs to be so you can take this journey with me. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Peace. It's your girl Kiwi. I'm out.